Set number 3 will be played on Bel'Shir Vestige. Spawning in the top left-hand position as the green Terran player from STX Seoul. His name is Innovation.
His opponent spawns in the bottom right position of the map. Red Protoss playing for SKT1. His name is Bisu.
Alright, so last time Bisu played, he did lose in day number 1 against his opponent. I believe it was, I think it was either Mini or Trap. He went for the Nexus first. That was not the correct build for the map Whirlwind, as his opponent pretty much went for the 10-gate, 3-gateway pressure, and, you know, it was pretty much just a build order loss on that end.
In Starcraft1, not Starcraft2, these guys are 2-2. Remember, Bisu was not known for his PBT back in Starcraft1. Their last match was back in 2011 Christmas, where Innovation won his match against Bisu.
So about a year and a half since these guys last faced each other. It's quite a lot of time, and of course different games as well make all the difference. Back then, Bisu was the top dog. This time around, Innovation, he's the man of the hour. With recent results, number 1, winning WCS World Championship.
Now, of course, in order for this game to be, you know, popular amongst the fans, to gain a lot of viewers, it needs to be 2 losses in a row to 4 games win streak from STX Seoul in a row to make sure STX Seoul wins the series 4-2. That's what the sign was saying, by the way. Not my personal opinion.
Bit confusing there. But alright. Innovation versus Bisu. Rest in peace, Kappa.
Okay, and so you can say that whatever you want. Of course, Innovation known for a strong PBT and Heart of the Swarm, and overall a really strong player. Just looking back to the regular season record, he is 9-6 when it comes to TvP, 12-6 in TBT, and 16-7 TBC.
So Innovation's certainly a beast. He's going to open up with the Reaper Expand build, and also scouting with the SCV, and that's a very smart thing from Innovation. He needs to know everything that his opponent's up to. Bisu, on the other hand, just going to scout around a little bit for potential proxy racks. He's going to put up his Nexus as well. Pretty fast here.
Of course, that's not cheering for Boxer. Boxer even showing yesterday and today, when the game has been paused, he caters to his own players and makes sure everything is perfect before the game is resumed.
Yeah, sometimes these players, you know, they just kind of sit in their booths. They're a little bit shocked, just trying to, you know, maintain composure. Boxer's the man that comes in and, you know, makes it happen.
So Bisu taking an early expansion. His opponent does scout it, goes for the CC at the natural while the Reaper is moving down on the map.
All right, you have Bisu finishing up his Mothership Core here. He doesn't have any other units besides that, so no early pressure with like a Zealot and a Stalker. Mothership Core assisting. And Innovation going to try to potentially pick off a Worker here. I don't think he's going to get anything though at this rate. Yeah,
Bisu, of course, has a nice micro in this game, whether it's Brood War or Starcraft2, and he's going to be completely fine against this one Reaper. It's going to be a little bit annoying with Innovation trying to pick off as many probes as possible, but Bisu is not giving him any probes.
Yeah, Reaper going to be scared away here. Confirms that Nat, make sure it's not canceled or anything crazy like that. Innovation also following this up at the factory. So he's going to be moving up to the Starport play pretty soon here. Could go for a Widow Mine drop. That's something that we have been seeing a lot more recently, especially with the Hellbat nerf. They're not as a powerful choice of unit against Protoss in the current meta.
Now, whichever build Innovation is going to go for, the key point for Bisu is how does he defend against Innovation's pressure. Remember, Bisu always says in the interview, as long as I survive the early game, I am confident to win the match. Look at the PvP between Zhongbi and Bisu. Once he dragged into the late game, he had better understanding than his opponent. Looking at yesterday's game, we didn't even last 7 minutes into the game as Bisu was taking out after he was trying to play too greedy. So if Bisu just survives early game, I have a feeling that Bisu can play a fantastic late game PvT against his opponent.
Yeah, completely agree. And we can see Innovation knows this. He's moving across the map. He's going to send the Reaper into the main base, sending Marines across the map. I believe there's a Widow Mine potentially straggling behind them as well. The Starport about to complete. 2 additional gateways on the way for Bisu. He is cornering out an Observer here. And the Medevac does indeed finish here. The Stalker, though, spots that Reaper right away, going to send it away. And the Mothership Core.
Yeah, needs to be in position, make sure it doesn't get picked off by the Marines! Bisu, what are you doing? He needs to pull the Mothership Core back home. It does get taken down. Nexus Cannon does go down, picks up 2 Marines, but he does lose a Mothership Core at the natural.
This is a bit of a mistake here, and the Widow Mine, okay. Bisu backing up there. Doesn't want to overcommit. And the Reaper is going to get a good scout here. May get picked off by the Stalker, though. Only 2 more hits, I believe, and then it'll go down. All right, Forge is revealed to Innovation. Nothing too major here. The problem for Bisu is that he doesn't have a Mothership Core. He's rebuilding one now, but this drop here with the Widowmine and Submarine is going to be very annoying. The Observer, well, that medevac boosted right past the Observer. May have not even been spotted on the Bisu's end.
Yeah, and that's actually good news because Bisu now knows that there is going to be a double-pronged attack. The problem is he needs another Observer at the main natural over here because this is going to be a double-pronged attack. There's going to be a drop inside the main base, and the Marines and the Widowmine are going to try to pick up as many probes as possible at the natural, knowing that there is not going to be any additional Mothership cannon at the natural.
All right, Bisu, oh, can he get it? He can get the Widowmine. He's got an Observer as well. Picks off that Observer. Very nice control there by him. And now he's just going to be able to focus down the Marines one by one. Additional reinforcements coming in. The medevac forced to retreat in this position. Knows they won't be able to keep that. Additional units, though, coming from Innovation. The aggression on his end isn't over. The Widowmine, it's going to hit one of these units. The Stalker goes down. 2 Stalkers go down. A third one also going to fall. Innovation being very cost efficient with these units here, but not doing a lot of damage to the economy of Bisu. Gonna go ahead and pick off a probe or 2 here. Actually, you know, overall, the build from Innovation, he is able to at least be a little bit annoying. Picking off 6 workers, not bad at all on his end, considering the amount of gas he was able to pick off as well for the Stalkers.
Yeah, picking off the Stalker was really good for Innovation, but Bisu, of course, holding. You know, if it was something like Wings of Liberty, he would have died to early pressure from his opponent without the Nexus Cannon and having, you know, not that many Gateway Army against his opponent, but now Bisu bought enough time to get the Colossus out. In fact, it's halfway done. He's going for the +1 armor, so far, yes, he did lose some probes, he did lose some gas units, but he is still okay, and he can still come back and win this game.
All right, Widowmine's really being used to the highest degree here on Innovation's side. Going to put that one at the 3rd base. Really smart for him to do that. We have additional 3 gateways on the way for Bisu as well, getting the range upgrade for the Colossus, that extended thermal lances, as well as the +1 armor, and additional Colossus in production. Innovation looks like he wants to press forward on the map.
Yeah, well, Bisu just needs to make sure these drops are scouted and defended well without losing too many probes inside the main base. We've seen a lot of matches where Bisu has a good opening, but he starts dying to these double-pronged medevac drops into the main base, or, you know, attack into the main and natural at the same time. This is the only thing that he needs to worry about. He spots a double medevac going inside the main base and repositions his army.
Yeah, Innovation's like, oh, well, see you later, man. I'm not even going to try the drop there. And... oh, yeah, Bisu, I think he spots it. He sees the Widowmine there.
He saw it at the very last second and pulled the probe away from the Widowmine. Really nice micro and multitasking by Bisu.
Yeah, pretty good on his end there. He needs to grab that 3rd base soon, though. Innovations' 3rd is about to complete here. He's got +1 just finishing up as well. Stim about to complete here. We're going to probably see, you know, a timing attack here from Innovation. He may just try to kind of deny that 3rd base for as long as possible. There needs to be an Observer with this army here. Okay, the Widowmine is backing up as well. That's going to allow Bisu to go ahead and grab his 3rd base as well.
Not too sure if that was the smartest idea from Innovation, but I guess he expected the main army to have the Observer along with it. But look at this Observer positioning. He's scouting everything that Innovation is going for. Yeah, the power of the Terran army, though, mid-game, you can press at multiple locations. The Protoss army wants to stay together, not be split up here, but no, Bisu, he's got his units in pretty good spots. And this natural, of course, he split up his army really well after scouting that Innovation wanted to go for the 3rd and the natural at the same time. Really nice game sense by Bisu. All he has to worry about is drops inside the main base.
I think the trick here for Bisu is not getting caught out of position and making sure that these attacks don't do too much. We have a potential drop coming in here from Innovation. The Blink about to complete. Double Forge upgrades now starting for our Protoss player from SK Telecom T1, getting the +2 armor, the +1 attack.
Drop scouting, if you see the minimap, the drop has been scouted once again as Bisu is splitting up his army inside the main base and the natural. But there is an attack going towards the 3rd base, and Bisu has to defend in this location.
Yeah. He's got his Stalkers in position and some other units, though. The problem is, you know, the double-pronged attack from Innovation may spread Bisu a little bit too thin here. This one is not scouted. It could go towards the natural, potentially supply block Bisu. There is going to be that Nexus Cannon, though, for help. And these bio units trying to focus fire on the 3rd base. And the Nexus Cannon goes down in the natural. These units going to be scared away. Innovation's trying to be really aggressive But to no avail here, Bisu is just stopping him on every turn here. Now going for charge, getting the Storm. If Bisu can just secure this third location and hold on for a little bit longer, he can move into the late game, and I think that's where we can actually start to see Bisu move on to the offensive. But, you know, it would be really cool maybe see a Warp Prism from him, something to kind of force Innovation back here and not being as aggressive as he wants to be.
Well, his concept today is just defend, defend, defend. He does see the third units moving back down here once again. He does have to blink with the Stalkers, remember, so he can pick up the Vikings one by one. And Bisu is doing a fantastic job defending against this constant pressure from his opponent, Innovation.
All right, there's 3 Colossus in this army. The force fields go down. The Stalkers trying to pick off the Vikings, but now these bio units are just getting a little bit too good of a spread. The Nexus Cannon goes down at the third expansion there. Only 1 Colossus remaining. The Colossus count simply just not enough. The Vikings proving to be superior. He does have Storm, however, in this army. 1 Storm going down, but will it be enough? A 2nd Storm going down as well. But Innovation just proving that he has a little bit too much macro here. Bisu now desperately trying to hold on to this third expansion. The probes have fallen at this base. The Vikings now on the low ground, adding on additional DPS. The Nexus at the third is going to indeed fall, and now we have a 145 supply to the 74. Innovation pressing forward now towards the natural. Bisu trying to desperately warp in additional units, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, that's only charge. That's only Zealous over there without charge. The charge just finished, but it's a little bit too late as Innovation is eating away on every single Zealous and probes. He even drops a Matter Mule, knowing that he has won this game after taking out the third base.
With the last of the Zealots and probes die, and I think that's going to be all she wrote. Bisu warping in extra Zealots here, just not giving up till the very bitter end here, but I think after this last patch of Zealots, we are going to indeed be seeing a GG from SK Telecom, and STX looking like they're going to grab their first victory over SK Telecom T1 in the match here today.
Yeah, the battle at the third base didn't go well for Bisu as his Colossus were caught out of position. Yes, it was giving some swipes against the Marines, but Bisu did not take out the Vikings efficiently. GG!
Innovation defeating Bisu. Almost made it look easier, just constant aggression on his end. Although not much economic damage was done, he was able to get into a solid position at the third base. The proper arc, you know, the Vikings can kind of attack from a good position. Also, the Viking count from Innovation was perfect. He had just enough without, you know, draining his army supply to more bio units to pick off the Vikings and Bisu. He got the Storm out, but it's just Innovation hit at the perfect time.
And Bisu did a nice job surviving against the early pressure. All he needed to do was wait for the Storm to finish. But however, Innovation found the perfect timing before the Storm upgrade finished, went for an attack at the third base, and made it work.
Indeed, so now the score 2-1. STX still in the lead, but Innovation this time around, he did manage to win his normal non-A set match. So after this commercial break, we are going to move into the 4th set. That's going to be Trap versus Reyna PvP on Whirlwind.